just a photo anymore. It was a statement. Fans began noticing the details, the timing, the caption, and suddenly the internet lit up. Because this wasn't just any update. This was Joe Jonas going Instagram official with a new girlfriend, and it came not long after his very public split from Sophie Turner. And just like that, a new chapter seemed to begin, one that fans weren't sure they were ready for. Now imagine scrolling through your feed and seeing someone you followed for years suddenly move on in such a visible way. It feels personal, even if it's not. That's exactly how many fans reacted. Joe Jonas, who had been part of a widely talked about relationship with Sophie Turner, was now stepping into a new phase of his life, and he wasn't hiding it. He was sharing it, publicly, clearly, and confidently. The post itself quickly became the center of attention. People started analyzing everything. Who is she? How long has this been going on? When did this relationship actually begin? Questions like these spread rapidly, turning a simple Instagram update into a full-blown online discussion. Some fans were supportive, saying everyone deserves to move on and find happiness. Others were more surprised, even a little emotional, still processing the end of his previous relationship. And that's where the story becomes more than just a social media moment. Because Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner weren't just another celebrity couple. They were one of those pairs that people genuinely rooted for. Their relationship had moments that felt real, relatable, and strong, even under the pressure of constant public attention. So when their split happened, it left an impression. Now, seeing Joe Jonas introduce someone new brings mixed emotions into the conversation. On one hand, it signals healing, growth, and a willingness to move forward. On the other hand, it raises questions about timing, about how quickly things have changed, and about what this means for both individuals involved. Social media, of course, plays a huge role in how all of this unfolds. A relationship going Instagram official has become a modern milestone. It's no longer just about dating. It's about making it known, making it visible, and, in a way, making it part of your public identity. And when someone like Joe Jonas does it, the impact is amplified instantly. As the post continued to gain traction, fans and media outlets began sharing their interpretations. Some highlighted how confident and happy Joe appeared, suggesting that he's truly embracing this new phase of life. Others focused on the timeline, trying to piece together when this relationship might have started and how it connects to the past. Meanwhile, there's also the perspective of privacy. Even though the relationship is now public, there's still so much that remains unknown. Social media shows moments, not the full story. A single post can represent weeks, or even months of personal experiences that the public never sees. And then there's Sophie Turner's side of the story. While she hasn't been directly involved in this specific moment, her connection to Joe Jonas naturally brings her into the conversation. Fans who follow their journey together can't help but think about how this new development might feel from her perspective, even if she chooses to remain private about it. This is what makes celebrity relationships so complex in today's world. They don't just belong to the people involved. They exist in a space where millions of others feel invested. Every change, every update, every new chapter becomes something people react to, discuss, and sometimes even take personally. But stepping back for a moment, there's a simpler way to look at it. Life moves forward. Relationships evolve. People grow, change, and eventually find new paths. And while the public may see these changes in real time, the emotional journey behind them is often much longer and more complicated than it appears. For Joe Jonas, going Instagram official might simply be a way of saying, "This is where I am now." It might not be about making a statement or creating a reaction. It could just be about sharing a moment that feels right to him. At the same time, it's impossible to ignore the impact. The post has already sparked conversations,